Saggies, welcome to March. And this is a biggie. It really is. This is like the biggest month, one of the biggest months of one of the biggest years. So welcome, my beautiful souls. If you are brand new and you have just discovered this brand new channel, welcome. It is wonderful to be connecting with you. And if you are moving from my main YouTube channel where I do all my pick a card readings, I used to do my all zodiac sign readings there. If you're coming over from there, welcome to the new channel. Okay, beautiful souls. Saggies, let's find out what is happening in this huge month for you. Okay, it's been quite extraordinary actually how empowering the readings have been, at such an extraordinary time. So I'm blown away by them actually. It's been really interesting just to see how they've emerged. Okay, I think there's another from this pack. That's what there it is. There it is. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, my lovely Saggies, we'll draw your tarot cards in a minute. Let's look at these first. Okay, embrace your life's purpose. Okay, beautiful souls. This is from Archangel Michael. I am guiding you towards your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you are meant to be doing. It's a very big statement and very clear. We have the card of the Chariot, which is suggesting that something is going to move forwards for you quite fast in March. We have the card of Justice. So I'm seeing something actually reaching a conclusion, or there's some contracts maybe going on around you. Okay, rulings made in your favour. We have the Sun, goodness me, and Ace of Ariel, and King of Michael. Saggies, this is dynamic. This is dynamic energy. Okay, right. Let's just get these last two cards out. Wow is what I want to say. Abundance and perfect timing. Saggies, this looks to be a really good month for you. Really good. Now, I'm not saying it's not busy, because I think it's going to be busy. This is a punchy energy. It's dynamic. I feel like stuff is going to be happening for you. It's like the timing is right for you. The timing's basically right for you to move something forwards, to potentially bring it to either a conclusion or take it to the next step, or to sign contracts, to send something out into the world and expect to get the deal you want. This is the energy. And you have the Sun card. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. Ace of Ariel. It's your lucky day. New resources of time, money or support. A change of job or promotion. I mean, this is fantastic. King of Michael. Wisdom and objectivity. Stay in your integrity. Saggies, that's in many ways a real quality for you. I feel like things are basically working in your favour in March. So whatever is going on in the world around you, the timing of this is what I would call almost like a month when the planets are aligned in your favour. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to call your reading. The planets align in your favour. I feel as though, I wouldn't exactly say the Midas touch, but that you have the Midas touch. But I basically feel that you have the touch of success. You have the touch of good luck. You have the touch of, whatever you try to do, I think it's going to work. Okay. So I kind of want to say seize the moment, Saggies, and use the energy. I mean, why wouldn't you? If someone says, look, the stars are aligned for you, pretty much whatever you try to do is going to work in your favour. Well, why wouldn't you then go for it? Why would you not use that energy in every possible way to move any part of your life forwards that you wish to? This is lovely, Saggies. This is absolutely gorgeous. Now, let me see. What else are we shown? Okay, I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to put this in here. And that one, loads of cards coming out for you. I think that's everything. Yep, I think that's everything for the moment. I think that is everything, but we'll see, Saggies. We can always draw more. We can always draw more. Page of Wands. I mean, this is energy. This is, yeah, I feel like you're on fire in some way, and that, of course, is extremely good for a fire sign. Page of Wands, Three of Wands, wow, Queen of Wands, goodness me, the Empress. Now, how interesting, you have the Five of Swords and you have the Five of Pentacles. What's this about? Okay, we've got some really interesting energy coming in. We'll be asking more about these. So initially, what we're seeing is a lot of really well-placed energy in terms of abundance, in terms of manifesting, like having your mojo, having your mojo intact, moving yourself forwards. Queen of Wands, she is the queen of transformation. She's amazing. The Empress, you've got fertility. Why have we got the Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles? What is this about? Okay, let's put these up here. I'm going to ask. Let's see what else we're shown here. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Five of Pentacles. Okay. We also have the Ace of Cups, and we also have the Two of Swords. Okay. Right, so let us look in March at your success. But, excuse me, I did a breath, and it's like it almost, you know when you take in a breath and something takes your breath away? So what is that saying about the energy of this reading? Why would so much success feel challenging for you? I think there is a story here, my lovely Saggies. The energy around you for March is actually pretty awesome. That's what I'm going to say. It feels like the planets are aligning for you. And I would be saying genuinely seize every opportunity you have. What is interesting here is it's like as you climb the ladder of success, because, you know, success, the energy of success is around you. It's kind of, as you climb the ladder of success, for some reason, because this feels like this could be a little competitive, for some reason, something gives you a bit of a headache. What are you processing here? There's something here you need to let go of. Or more importantly, there's something you need, it's not to let go of, you need to not hold on to it. And there is a difference. There's a really big difference between letting go of something or choosing not to hold on to something, not to cling to something. I think it connects to working with other people. Maybe in your success you are needing to collaborate. And maybe there are some anxieties and fears about collaboration, because the Three of Pentacles is a lovely card. You know, we're working together. It's a card of cooperation. The Five of Wands can be a card of cooperation, but it can also be a card of competitiveness. It's kind of got both energies. With the Two of Swords, what are you not seeing, or what are you choosing not to see? Or what do you maybe not even need to see? Let's draw more cards. What is this about? I think it is to do with collaborating and not holding on to something. So are these fears of collaboration? Are there fears and concerns about climbing the ladder? Are there fears and concerns about moving forwards? May we have further guidance and information for my lovely Saggies, please? Okay. Look at this. We have Nine of Cups. Okay. All right. I can see what this is about. We have Nine of Cups and we have Seven of Wands. Okay. This is interesting because back to you absolutely leaping for joy in terms of success, in terms of all of this energy here. But you're also having to handle maybe visibility. Do you know, this is very interesting. If you get, let's say you got promoted, for example. This is just a way of describing the energy. If you got promoted and your colleagues didn't, for example, you've kind of got to handle that success. It sort of sets you apart. You know, sometimes it's challenging, isn't it? I had a really interesting conversation with somebody actually just the other day about a really similar energy. Let me just make sure that is focusing properly for you. I think it is. But, you know, just we had a really similar conversation. This is somebody who runs, actually a very successful business. And we had this discussion about what it was like in his position to basically be the boss. It's his business, so he is the boss. You know, the buck stops with him. He's the boss. It's his business. But he's also very open, very transparent. And so in a way, a lot of people around him, the people he employs, have an awareness of what's happening because that's how he's wanting to run his business. And it's, in a way, it's very, very good. On the other hand, it does also mean that people have a lot of opinions about what he should or shouldn't be doing because they have awareness of everything, because he's very open and transparent about the way the business operates. So on the one hand, like the way we were discussing it, he said, you know, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it's fabulous that people share and are aware of how things are going, if we have a good month or we don't have such a good month, because we can really pull together as a team. On the other hand, when things are going really, really well, you know, kind of everyone wants a pay rise kind of thing. The trouble is, you know, what they're not taking into account is the fact that actually we're doing really, really well, but we might not do really, really well next month. And therefore, you know, he said, you know, actually I'm kind of contemplating a much longer term vision, and I need to do that to safeguard all of them. But they don't quite see that bit, you know, and it's like, it's this sort of energy of, it's like the headache that comes with success, and that's what the two we're seeing here. It's like, I think that you are having to handle how to collaborate, how to be a part of something, how to navigate your success. And maybe in a way, I said there's a difference between letting go of something and not holding on to something. But maybe you do also have to safeguard certain things and keep them a little close to your chest. You know, sometimes this card just says don't cling. But actually, I am wondering whether you need to, it's not cling to something, but you need to safeguard your position of success here, actually, Sagittarius. And even though that kind of sets you apart, it is better that there are some things that are not seen by everybody. Okay, so it would be like, another example comes to mind of somebody I know who was sort of headhunted actually in her position, totally at the top of her game. So she's a serious Queen of Wands. But I know in the headhunting, in the chain of things, it was actually the big boss of an organisation that headhunted her, and I can see rightly so. Curiously enough, even though she is in the chain of command below someone, I know she earns more money than the person above her, which technically isn't ideal, but that was because she was headhunted and he really wanted her for this particular position, and for very good reason. But it's interesting that obviously there's somebody above her who doesn't know how much she earns. And so, you know, how do you deal with that kind of stuff? How do you deal with success? This is what we're really seeing here. I think this is a flying high month that comes with a particular type of circumstance whereby I think you need to be quite thoughtful about how you navigate your position. And as you navigate that, I think there will be, I mean, in a way, you're going to have quite broad shoulders, or because I think to some extent there are some things you can't, some things you can probably be very tactful about, and other things, yeah, keep certain things close to your chest. Navigate with thought and awareness. I think you will have to stand back a little bit from certain situations, Saggies, actually, in your position of doing brilliantly, I'm going to say, of abundance, and the fact that the planets have lined up for you in a really big way. So, yes, it brings a bit of a headache, but try ahead of time in terms of this reading to be a little bit thoughtful of that. It's important for you to safeguard yourself and just kind of sit in your own bubble. And people will inevitably be envious of you if you are successful. That's just actually how it comes. It's the name of the game. And I do feel you'll have to navigate something of that here. Let's just tune in and see if we can get any more information for my lovely Saggies. Now, I will be doing, we have the Nine of Wands. I will be doing extended readings. I always do for the monthlies. They're available on Patreon. We have Page of Swords. They're available on Patreon and in the YouTube membership area. Obviously, this is my new YouTube channel. Thank you so much for all being here. If you've just found us, thank you. Welcome. So lovely to be here. Yeah, and if you've moved over from the main channel to follow these readings, thank you. Just thank you, everybody. But yeah, the extended readings, in a minute, I'll kind of really sit and we'll process what needs to be looked at in those extendeds. I'm seeing with the Nine of Swords, I'm seeing, again, there's this slight element of having to overcome something here. So there's a learning curve, there's a bridge to cross here. What else are we shown here? Six of Swords, so you're kind of moving on from something. I think there is change happening here. Can I ask what that is about? Just maybe, yeah, we'll use these cards. Okay. This is really interesting. You've got the Page of Cups, you've got the Hermit, and you've got the Ten of Cups. I think this is a different layer of your reading. I felt like what we were talking about here was work, largely, or some aspect of your world, basically, that is successful. But we do have the Ace of Cups. We've also got the Page of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Hermit. I think some of you may go from... If you are looking for love, I think you may actually go from being single to being in a couple. And that also could attract jealousy. There could be some jealousy around you. That's the energy. Perhaps there's success in relationship for some of you. It's not just about work. But you'll cross, I sort of want to say cross that bridge when you get there. I think in the extendeds... and I'm going to explore this a bit more with you anyway, but I think in the extendeds, what I'm actually going to do is really do a deep dive around probably quite specific focuses around this kind of energy, but what it means in terms of career, work, what's the competitiveness, this sort of stuff, but also around relationships, because I think for some of you, relationships are on the agenda, actually. Love is on the agenda here. Moving from being single, this looks very distinctly moving from being single to being in a relationship. For some of you, it could even be that your success at work or in your own world creates even a jealousy from a partner. You know, sometimes people can compete. It's if one person is really successful, it can suddenly, somebody can sort of, it can make them feel insecure, basically. And they might be thinking, oh, your world's taking off. You're not going to be interested in me. There could be something of that. So in the extended, yeah, I will really explore what's expanding for you, because we're seeing expansion in no uncertain terms, but how this impacts your connections, how to handle it, what to do about it, how to navigate it, and I'm very specifically going to ask for details around any hurdles or bridges that you need to cross. I think the bridges that you do need to cross and the hurdles that you encounter I do think they are centered around people. I don't think it's stuff, I think it's people. Yeah, this feels very people orientated, actually, it really does. I need to just say this, Saggies. Literally, I just glanced up at the screen then, and do you know, the most beautiful orb has just flown across just in front of me, between me and the computer, which I can see right in front of me. It sits up there, so I can make sure I have your cards in view. I just feel that's quite significant somehow. They show up on camera, you know, sometimes when I'm talking, I've seen them, and other people have noticed them. But I literally just visibly saw one fly in front of me. Now, I think that's really significant because, you know, there is a really very specific energy around you here. Embrace your life's purpose. That's another area we'll explore in depth in the extendeds. But I think that your success is part of your purpose. The abundance that's coming to you is part of your purpose. So what you do with that, well, let's kind of say something happens and you hit the jackpot. Well, how do you handle that? How does it impact on your relationships? What are your plans? What are your bigger plans that go beyond the immediacy of life? Yeah, something's potentially really, really expanding for you. So let's just really tune in with this. So Saggies, wonderful month, an absolutely wonderful month for you. However, it comes with some, I'm going to say minor challenges, because I think they are minor. I think they are part of the bumps in the road to success, or part and parcel of success. However, I do actually think it's worthy of being aware of them. I think there will be some bridges to cross. Okay. And I think there'll be certain elements of your world that you probably choose to leave behind. I think in love, if you are single or your world has been a bit out of balance, I think relationship comes in and it's on your agenda, but in a really positive way. Perhaps one of the challenges may also be navigating success and being in a partnership. How will your partner feel about that? How would that work? But that's all kind of like, this is the stuff of growth, isn't it? It's the stuff of human growth. And ultimately, I really think that this is a month where it's almost as though the universe is backing you 100% to embrace your life's purpose and to give you what you need to move your world forwards in a really, really kind of pretty impressive way, if I'm honest, Saggies. So I'm going to say go for it. And be thoughtful and mindful around the areas that we've spoken about. I feel you're being given the heads up over this in a really, really empowering way. So, and you know, empowerment is the name of the game here with the Queen of Wands here. I mean, she really is the Queen. I always feel she is the Queen of empowerment, really. Magic, absolutely magic. I'm going to head off and do your extendeds, my beautiful souls. You're very welcome to join me if you want to sort of dive deeper and get more information. But I hope, you know, your reading will be really, really valuable to you. You know, thank you for those of you who give feedback. It's wonderful to hear from you. I will put the links to Patreon and the YouTube membership area below, so you can tune into those if you wish. Obviously, in the membership area, you and Patreon, you access all the readings. It's not just yours. So, you know, you can look at your moon sign, rising sign, anything, cross watch for others as well. But beautiful souls, thank you. May I please put in a request and just say, because this is a brand new channel, although I have my main channel already in place, because this is a brand new channel, I would be hugely grateful if you would consider subscribing, because it really will help this channel to get off the ground and for people to know about it. So, and obviously press the little bell icon if you want to make sure that you never ever miss a reading. This is where I'm posting my monthly all zodiac sign readings. And as I said, the extendeds are available. My My pick a card readings are on my main YouTube channel. I post pretty much every day, whether it's a big pick a card reading. You know, I do a reading every Sunday where we look in depth at the week ahead and ask for an immediate message for you. I also post lots of lovely little like Archangel Michael daily kind of readings. There's a ton of stuff. So if you're new to this channel and you're new to me, do check out my main channel, because there may be readings there that you might find really helpful. Beautiful souls, tons of love. I'll maybe see some of you in the extendeds.